Welcome to Daily Planet. I'm Dan Riskin.
And I'm Zaya Tong. It may be the last day of Extreme Machines Week, but fear not. With these bionic hands, we're going to high-five you right into the long weekend.
Oh, yes, we are. You're going to find out how these things work a little later in the show, but we have lots of other beautiful tech on as well.
Indeed we do. We're going to check out a pogo stick on some serious steroids. And how about a one-wheeled self-balancing board that hovers?
It is awesome, but we're going to start things off today with an excavator that truly puts the extreme into extreme machines.
Meet Mitch Coers. He's got a pretty unique job.
Typical reaction is, you're crazy.
See, Mitch runs heavy equipment in places where you might think heavy equipment should never go.
A lot of stuff can go wrong on the hill. Every move is a different risk, really. I mean, you go from steep to unstable to both. So if it lets go, then that's it. It's going for a ride.
So if you're going to go over the edge there, it's just to the right of that is our center line.
Sounds good.
Okay, we'll check on you later today.
Okay. This job, the mountain itself is very steep. I mean, it goes 45 degrees steeper to vertical and uneven. And yeah, it's extreme terrain. It's, pushing me on this job, that's for sure.
Today's task, clear a swath down the side of this mountain. What makes that possible is Mitch's very specialized machine. He calls it a spider excavator.
A normal excavator, you can't adjust anything. It's got a rigid undercarriage, so if it's uneven, you're going to be uneven. The legs on this machine, I can adjust it so I can be a little level on uneven terrain, steep, all terrain, really.
With so many moving parts, it's not an easy machine to control.
Yeah, there's a lot to remember.
But with 2 years at the helm, Mitch is becoming a master.
This is your drive, forward and reverse, and then this pedal here is for the stick to extend. Your boom and stick and bucket are the exact same as a conventional machine. You got your boom here and your bucket linkage, and you got your stick here and your swing. Now you got 3 more joysticks on here, and the inside ones, here and here, they do those front legs. So up, down, and side to side, and then you switch this pattern over, and now instead of going up and down, they go in and out. These outside two do the back wheels. Now those go out, in, up, down, whatever you want. And if you switch this pedal over again as well, now you can steer them. You also got the control rate on the bottom here. Now, this is an auxiliary function, so that would be for the power tilt to make the wrist turn to the side. And this is your winch. On these vertical sections, the winch really becomes your lifeline that holds you to the hilt. It holds the front of the machine down, it pulls it down and runs up behind you. So it's pulling your feet into the ground, giving you stability.
The gradient on this part of the mountain isn't as steep as it gets, but it's been raining for 3 days, so Mitch isn't taking any chances.
The terrain's also a little bit loose. It's topsoil on bald rock, and the problem with bald rock is it's smooth. So you got a good footing on something, and all of a sudden, all that topsoil on top just wants to slide away.
Here in the rugged BC interior, there's no shortage of work for a machine like this. And Mitch's unique skills are crowning him king of the hill and more.
So I can kind of walk around that tree and go down to that creek without disturbing the environment as much. A track machine would be cutting a road in to get to that same job. I've had people say before, they said, whoa, you went through there? If you time the wheels right, you don't spin them, it's hard to tell. I mean, you give it a month, everything grows back over, and you can't really tell that you were there before. I'm sure it'll catch on eventually, but yeah, no, it's cool to be able to do those jobs and become that guy that gets called for that steep or that challenging job. So yeah, it feels pretty good to do that type of work. But a little bit of adrenaline rush, I can't lie about that. I enjoy that as well.